Hello, tech besties. Welcome and welcome back to kaetalkstech. I'm Kay, owner of Kay Infotech Consulting and Services. So let's talk tech. Today I'm talking about the cloud. Should you get a cloud certification? And if your first thought is, well, probably, but which one? That's exactly what I want to talk about today. So, the top three are still AWS, Microsoft, and Google. So AWS, Amazon Web Services, is the industry leader. They still have the greatest market share. Um, there's a lot of roles in startups and mid-sized companies because of the way that they do their pricing. It's pay as you go, and they have a free tier. It's very attractive for smaller companies. But larger companies use it too. They have a lot of services. Their global infrastructure is unparalleled. Um, and the number one certification for that is the AWS Solutions Architect Associate. Okay? But there are beginner um, um, certificates that you can get. I just got a Cloud Tech Essentials certificate, which is good for me to be in a product manager or product owner or business analyst role or even project manager. I don't need a heavy tech certification. I just need to be familiar with it. So that's what I did. And that particular one is free of charge. Now, if you want to take the next level up, that is, well, let me just back up a minute because I don't know that the Cloud Tech Essentials is available directly from AWS. I went through edX.org to get it. You might remember that I told you some time ago that there's some free training available. So I got a free subscription to edX.org. You can get one too if you look for, what is it called? Verizon Skill Forward. Okay, look for that. And there's a little application process, but it's like a give back to the community. So try that, get it for free, and do the certification. They have some other good things on there too that you might be interested in, but it's not a comprehensive place for IT certifications, okay? So the AWS AI practitioner is something that you could pursue, or you could just get that Tech Essentials through edX. The AWS AI practitioner is available directly from AWS. They have free training as well, but it will cost you $100. At least the last time I checked, it was still $100. Who knows? Maybe a tariff has been added. But it'll cost you $100 as of the last time I checked to sit for the exam. Okay. So then there's also Azure, which is from Microsoft. Azure is very popular for some enterprise companies. So some like AWS, some like Azure. I've seen it. I've seen them both in job descriptions. Azure is also popular in the government sector. Um, if you're trying to get a job at a Fortune 500 company and you have to choose between AWS and Azure, if you don't know what they use, I would go for the Azure. It seems to be a little more prevalent, um, which I don't think you can go wrong with either one, but that's what my research says. Also, if your dream job, um, I'm sorry, the top certification, I have some notes here. I lost my place in my notes. So, yeah, the top certification is Azure Administrator Associate. Okay? So, if you want to be an Azure guru, that's where you need to go with that certificate. I don't know much more about that certificate other than that. So, Google and see what you see. Then there is also Google Cloud. Now, I feel like I've seen Google Cloud less often than Azure, but maybe as often as AWS. Now, Google Cloud is strong in artificial intelligence and machine learning. I don't know why it is seen that way, because I think that AWS has some really exciting offerings as well. Um, Google Cloud is probably used more by research heavy organizations. Um, I know that schools use Google Cloud, so there's the educational side. I think that when I say research heavy, I think that I'm talking about medical organizations um, and scientific organizations. Um, their top certification is Google Cloud Professional Cloud Architect. Um, But you don't necessarily need to get the top certification, because usually the top certifications in any of these have the prerequisite of lower level certification. So probably if you get those lower level certifications or the beginner certification, you're going to be fine, unless you're a person who's making a career just in cloud engineering, right? But if you're a person who is in other functions of IT other than cloud engineer, you could go for the entry level certification, and that would be fine. And it is a differentiator, because a lot of people are not going to do that, and you set yourself apart by doing so. Um, so, which one you ultimately choose, it depends on where you want to work. If you know your company is a Microsoft heavy environment, get Azure, because a lot of companies who use Microsoft products um, will choose Azure just because it integrates well with everything else they have going on. If you are going into startups, AWS, a general cloud architecture, AWS is recommended for that. But if you're passionate about data, AI, or innovation, Google Cloud is recommended for that. Um, I started with AWS. I don't know if I'm going to do Azure, but if I was going to do something else, I would probably choose Azure, just because I've seen it in the market more. Um, so yeah, um, that's what they have. You can Google for those cloud certificates and see what they have to offer. I know that Google offers a cloud certificate via Coursera, and they have a number of certificates in different areas: project management, UI, UX design, um, and you need only pay the Coursera fees, which are fairly inexpensive. Um, and I think Coursera gives a free month. So if you have the time to commit to the certificate learning, you may be able to get in under that free month and actually get at least the learning for your certification for free. Okay, so that's it. That's all I have for you today. Like the video, share the video, um, follow the channel, and contact me via kaetalkstech.com/contact for any help with coaching or small business consulting. I'll see you next time when we will continue to talk tech. Bye.